I am honored and privileged to accept the Democratic nomination to become the next junior senator from the great state of Georgia.
With our economy down and the unemployment rate up, Michael recently initiated a new program called Georgia Works. This program is designed to match employers with trained and qualified workers at no cost to employers. Georgia Works has been so successful that the program is now being emulated in numerous states across this country.
And we like Mike because Mike likes us. Mike has always worked for the working man in Georgia. We've known him for several years.
We will win because we must win. The economic destiny of our nation is literally hanging in the balance. The states could not be higher. Some 500,000 Georgians are unemployed. As I speak, 14.6 million Americans are unemployed. Millions of others are underemployed.
He's going to help bring jobs and improve the environment and the education system in Georgia. So we're all for Mike.
I like Mike.
The political odds are stacked firmly against me. But you know, and I know, and we know that one man with courage can make a majority in America. Of American history are replete with the stories of courageous men and women who stood up at critical times against overwhelming odds in pursuit of truth, justice, and freedom. General George Washington and the American patriot went against the odds and defeated the British Empire and gave birth to what is now the greatest nation on the face of this earth. President Abraham Lincoln went against the odds when he vowed to save the Union and to abolish slavery. Franklin Delano Roosevelt went against the odds and conventional wisdom when he said during the Great Depression that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Dr. Martin Luther King and Rita Samuels and the civil rights foot soldiers went against the odds. And more importantly, they went against every law and custom in America. But because they did not give up and they did not give in, we now have a nation where every citizen has the right to vote.
We really need someone who's going to speak out for working people. Our teachers have been furloughed. We don't have jobs in the state.
We can no longer require or rely on the old regime in Washington, whose first inclination is to say no to smart economic policies that help Main Street instead of Wall Street. If you will just send me, I will stand up and fight for families whose homes are being foreclosed upon. If you will just send me, I'll fight for small business owners who can't get loans to keep their business afloat. If you will just send me, I will stand up and fight to ensure that every woman who works will receive equal pay for equal work. If you will send me, I will stand up and I will fight to eliminate all discrimination based on race, based on color, based on religion, based on gender, or based on sexual orientation.
Now, we need somebody who understands rural Georgia as a senator. We need somebody who understands Georgia, for that matter, and will work for us.
But you know what? That's just what I am. I got the heart and the soul and the spirit of the sharecropper. And see, sharecroppers believe in hard work, and they can take a little bit and do a whole lot. You see, I am a Georgia sharecropper.
Mike is going to make a great U.S. senator, and he's going to represent working folks.
And on the weekends, we have a vegetable rally. And we used to ride all around Athens, Georgia, right up this Street out in front of this classic center. He had an old ragged and blue truck, and we sold fruits and vegetables out the back of the truck. And we would trade our vegetables for fresh bread, so Daddy could keep food on the table. See, that's my daddy. And one day we were riding back to Sandy Creek, and he looked at me and he said, "Son, let me tell you something. Say, if you work hard, and if you keep the faith, one day, this vegetable route will be yours."
And I believe that Mike Thurmond will be true to his roots, and he won't forget the middle class. And I really believe that, and I'm going to work hard to see that he gets elected.
And the day came when I decided that I would fulfill my life's ambition, which is to go to Atlanta and serve under the Golden Dome. And you know, I ran over to the courthouse and I got a map of the district. And first time candidates, you know when you get your map and then you realize all you got is a map. I didn't know where to go, who to turn to, what to do. And one day I was studying this old map and confusion, and all of a sudden out of the confusion came clarity. Because I noticed the map, the street ran from Broad Street to First Street to Atlanta Highway over to Vine Street. And I realized that all the streets in my old legislative district were the same streets my dad's vegetable was. I'm running for state rep. She said, "No, son." I said, "I know who you really are." I said, "You see it, Thurmond, baby boy." I said, "I remember you on the back of your daddy's watermelon truck. And your daddy showed some sweet watermelon." I said, "Yeah, go and put a sign out there. I'll vote for you." I come this afternoon to tell you that Daddy did exactly what he promised me he would do. He left me his old vegetable right.
Mike has been there when the people need him.
We like Mike.
He's going to take Georgia all the way, and we're just so happy that he's here. We really are.
We like Mike.